sweat off my brow. Yeah, I like my pants. So these are the pants I actually got when I was on vacation out in LA last week. And I love them. So I was going to show you guys, as promised. They look like I love them. Alright, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about... Oh my gosh, you guys, time is flying by and the progress I am making, oh my gosh, as a pre-doc intern. Clinical psychology is just like, wow, I'm over halfway done with my pre-doc internship in clinical psych. I'm applying for postdocs. I've done 5 interviews. I just finished my 5th interview today. And I don't know why I make myself anxious during interviews. What's up, Dietrich? Do I know you? But I don't know why, like, I don't get nervous in every interview, but I think only with psychoanalysts. Like, the last interview I just had was with a psychoanalyst, and I was just like, that's the thing, when you interact with true blue psychoanalyst, and I told him this right at the end of the interview. I was just like, you're a true blue psychoanalyst because you feel it. It's just like this transactional feeling that you have when you're interacting with a psychoanalyst. Like, you feel that shit. They know how to get under your, like, they get beyond like your the exterior, right? The coat that people try to put on, right? Like, they know how to get through that shit, you know? And granted, like, my training, my theoretical orientation, my clinical focus is within that paradigm of psychodynamic theory or psychoanalysis. So that's how I've been trained, and that's my framework in which I work with people. But it's just interesting, like, being on the opposite end of it, right? Just like, oh my gosh, that was an intense interview. Like, yo, that interview was so intense. But that was my 5th interview this month. 5. I have another one tomorrow. I'm not even gonna say one more because I got more interviews coming. But I do have another interview tomorrow with the feds. Yeah, girl, I'll be working for the feds. So it's funny because, like, you know how you're a good candidate when they ask you, like, what other places have you applied to? Not only have I applied to other places, I've interviewed at other places that seem very promising. And the question is, do I work for the state? Do I work for the city? I've applied to, like, work for the city. Should I work for NYPD? Should I work for the feds? There's so many opportunities, just to say the least. There's so many opportunities for me. Like, as a psychologist, as a budding psychologist, especially in New York City, I'm like, damn, New York City bursting with opportunity. And people ask me, why did I move to New York City from the South? They peel back them layers. Yes, they peel. That's what it is. It's just like they have a very strategic, seamless, like you don't even realize it's happening. It's just like, what? That's what it feels like to be on the other side of a psychoanalyst. It's just like you trying to read me. I don't know. I like to read people, but it just feels weird, like when you're being read. So I'm like, damn, this my clients feel like this is the reason why they be looking all anxious when they be in session with me sometimes. Like, you can see, like, the anxiety just boiling under their skin, but they're, like, dealing with it. They're putting up with it. But I think that's also what kind of, like, solidifies the relationship, too. This is, like, because when you feel that tension, like, it creates some memory, and that memory is something that, like, you gravitate towards. It's almost like, even though it may be uncomfortable, you just gravitate towards it, and you just, like, seek it. But yeah, I have my 6th interview. 6th tomorrow, you guys. With the feds. Can't say what it is, but I'm just thankful that it's a lot of opportunities for me and applying for postdocs. Postdoc basically is just a job after my doctoral degree, and it's required. Like I have to do a certain number of hours of postdoc clinical hours under the supervision of a licensed psychologist to get licensed, right? So this is like the final step. Seems like there's so many steps to become a licensed psychologist. You know, of course I have to complete all of my training, all the coursework, all the clinical practicum rotations I've done when I was out in LA. That's done. The final step of my PhD is completing my dissertation, which I defend next month, and completing my internship, which I will be done with in 5 months, I think. Then I graduate. I actually graduate in May, but you know, officially my degree will post like as soon as I finish my pre-doc internship in 5 months, and then I'll be starting my postdoc. The postdoc runs for 1 year. I apply for licensure this year. I will be getting my New York State licensure next year. I will be a licensed psychologist. So in the end, it will all pay off. What is it that you really want to go into? Listen, I'm training to become a psychologist. But in the grand scheme of things, like beyond just being a psychologist, like I'm a leader. You guys will see my evolution. It's crazy deep because you trying to read them reading you. Exactly. It's just like me as a developing psychologist, like being interviewed by a psychologist. It's just always weird. Like the whole experience, like it's hard to even put into words. Just having psychologists as professors, as supervisors, they just know too much about human behavior. Like the average person knows a lot about human behavior, right? And then add on the level of training, expertise. It's just a whole nother level of like them knowing what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like just like they see right through you kind of shit. Just like they know. So it's like can't really like bullshit. A psychologist almost like feel like trying to interact with a private investigator or a detective. Let's say a detective for that matter. Detectives are like more experienced, I think, than private investigators. That's what it feels like. Just like being grilled, like under fire. It's just like. I remember when I had to do my psychotherapy requirement, which they require all psychology students in PhD programs to see a psychologist. We gotta see a psychologist, you guys, before we can become one. So I remember like seeing my psychoanalyst in LA, and it was just like, I just felt so uncomfortable. I felt good at times, but then I was just like allowing a person to see into you, right? Just like, because I'm so guarded. I'm very protective of myself. But I feel good. I'm in a good space right now, and it's funny, like doing postdoc interviews in the middle of COVID because most of the interviews are virtual. So I did my interview on Zoom. He didn't see like the bottom. He didn't see this. He just saw like the upper part. So it's just like, your girl is looking professional. You are a very strong black woman. Wish the best for you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the warm wishes. So I'm feeling great. My salary is definitely increasing. It just keeps going up. So, I mean, that's motivation too, right? Money is a motivator, but it's just like beyond the money part. Just seeing that, okay, you, like I accomplished something. Like I like work hard towards something for many, many years, and like, I'm here. Like, damn. It's like, it came by so fast. I remember like, having this conversation with my dissertation chair, right? And I'm telling her, like, it's just weird. Like, damn, I'm already here. Like, this is it. I graduated in May. She's like, yes. And it's just like, part of me like, damn, already? It's time to move on. It's time to leave the nest. I don't want to leave the nest. I want to be a student forever. It's like, nah, I don't want to be a student forever because it's time to start making some real money. Because, you know, when we a student, like when I was in my practicum rotations out in California seeing clients, like that was unpaid. I was on paid work, and I'm seeing clients working 20 hours a week. Free labor. So it is time to start making some money. You know what I'm talking about? 6 figures. Like, yo, those, like, listen, the positions I've been applying to, salary be looking good. And even more so working with the feds. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the state. Or even working for the city as a psychologist. Like, doing evaluations for NYPD. Like, I applied to many different positions, and I'm just like, oh, they paying good. They paying good with good benefits, and it's just like, yeah. I'll be able to travel. I'll be so happy. Because that's like one of my goals. I wanted to do that more so this year, but, which I'm still going to do. Like, I'm going to Africa, y'all. I'm going to Africa. I've been watching some videos on, like, travel vlogs to Ghana, and I came across like this one couple, what they call K&K Squad, I think. Y'all gotta check them out. But they made a video like complaining about their bad experience in Ghana, and that shit got me rolling. But it's just interesting to see like both sides, because you have a lot of African Americans that big up moving back to Ghana or visiting Ghana, returning back, right, to the motherland. They talk about all the glorious aspects of it, but they don't really talk about like the true experiences of what it's like, you know. So, but I'm looking forward to it. Like, I feel like the worst of my days are behind me. I struggled a lot, you know what I'm saying. I've been through a lot in my life, so I just feel like I can handle a lot. That's why you deserve all the blessings coming to you, because you work hard. Yeah, you somebody, yo, I ain't even, like, I've been through a lot of stuff. I ain't even begin to talk about it. I just had to write a book about it. I wrote a book called American Dreamer, my autobiography, where I talk about all the shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even all the shit, it's just a lot of stuff I've been through. But yeah, I do feel like I deserve it. I feel like, yes, it's time to reap the benefits of all this hard work I put in over the years. You know, being in a PhD program, that shit is not easy, and it's not no freaking online. I know a lot of people like, oh, is it online school? Hell no. It's a real deal, APA accredited program. I never revealed the name of the school that I attend. I will, of course, when I graduate. You guys see when I come back in my official cap and gown for my doctoral degree. But, you know, it's a lot, you know, especially amidst the society, the context, the racial context in which we live in, like, just having to deal with that. But I feel like I done mastered that shit now, you know. Most of us have, living in America, being black, navigating the system of what it is, as they call it, not really white supremacy, because they ain't really supreme like that, you know. We know who the supreme beings are, but the system of what it is. Thanks, Courtney. Yes, it's a new turn in my life. You know, I'm taking y'all with me because I feel like y'all have been very supportive of your girl, you know, just the black community. Like, I rely on y'all, you know what I'm saying, for support. That's why I be coming on here sometimes going live, because I know y'all got my back. So I appreciate y'all for being that strength for your girl, because we in this thing together. And I do want to find more ways to give back to the community too, you know, because I'm always going to be a part of the community. And I got something I'm working on. I don't really talk about what I'm doing. I just like to do it. So y'all will see. Go check out my website. This is a website that I founded while completing my dissertation research. Actually, I developed this organization called Be Happy. Spelled BIHAPI.org. It stands for Black Identity and Health and African People International. So go check that out. Just follow the journey. That's all I can say. I am excited. We're going up, up, up. No obstacles can get in the way. They can't hold us down. They will never be able to hold me down. It's going to keep rising. And oh yes, I am preparing for that EPPP. And psychology is what I'm talking about. That's our licensure exam that we all have to take and pass, y'all. So I will be preparing for that this year, applying for my licensure. I will be a licensed psychologist next year, you guys. Next year. But I still have a few more things I gotta do before I officially become that. But we going there. We heading that direction, y'all. I'm feeling good. Keep holding it down. Thank you. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm about to go grab me something to eat. I don't know what I want to eat. But I need to find me something good to eat. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but we'll see. And I'll catch you guys later. Yes, I'm looking forward to my interview tomorrow. It's just like, oh my gosh. When I say these interviews be intense, like I had one psychologist asking me to talk about all of my supervisors. They be trying to see like, oh, how are you as a employee, like how you relate to supervisor. They just trying to see if anything come up. So she wanted me to talk about all my supervisors and have me rate myself through their eyes on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm just like, you really want to know? But now I'm about to go. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for your love and support. Toodles.